He just made things very simple. Why can Alex Reese solve England's top crisis? Since Andrew Strauss' retirement in 2012, England have used 18 different specialist opening batsmen. Alex Reese is set to become the 19th when England begin their test series against the West Indies next month. Many of them have come into the side hoping they might be the answer to England's top-order prayers, but none since Alastair Cook, who made his debut in 2006, have lived up to their initial promise, with the honourable exception of Joe Root, who soon moved down to number 4. So why then might Reese, 28, be different? There are no guarantees, of course, but those close to him believe he has the character and technique to take the step up. And crucially, since his move from Yorkshire to Durham in 2018, he is averaging almost 40 in an era where openers in county cricket have the lowest batting average since the 1900s, with much of the county championship played at either end of the season on bowler-friendly pitches. He just keeps it really simple. Marcus North, Durham's director of cricket, says about his technique. He knows his limitations, but he stands tall, keeps still and sticks to the basics of leaving well, having discipline outside the off stump and knowing the importance of time at the crease. If you look at the fundamentals of batting and keeping everything in line, he does that. He is a tall guy. He has a presence and authority at the crease, but just sets up quite tall and keeps things simple. He doesn't have a funky technique, just a solid defense. He knows his strengths and has discipline. When tall left-handers get balanced, they can impose themselves. He is good off his legs and his hip. He drives well down the ground and has a good back foot drive and back foot cut. He leads well, but if the bowler gets off their length or line at all, he puts the pressure back on them, which is critical in international cricket. It is the lot of an English top-order batsman that in county cricket they rarely get the chance to face much spin bowling, certainly not on turning pitches. But Reese, knowing that a weakness against spin could hold him back, has worked hard to improve that part of his game. This is the thing you have to give Alex credit for, North said. The last few years, he has been focused on developing his game to try and get into the England team. Working on playing spin is something he has put a lot of attention on. He sweeps well, and being tall, he can use the crease well and score off the back foot. It's been an up and down career for Reese. By the time he was 21, he was a county championship winner, had already been picked for England Lions, and was being touted as the future. Under the coaching of Jason Gillespie at Yorkshire, he thrived, was appointed the one-day captain, and appeared to have the world at his feet. But after the departure of Gillespie from Yorkshire in 2017, and under the new head stewardship of Andrew Gale, things started to go wrong. In 2018, his form fell off a cliff and, after averaging just 16.10 in the championship, he decided that a move away from Yorkshire was what was needed. There was a change in management at Yorkshire at the time, Reese told recently. ID obviously flourished under Jason Gillespie. Unfortunately, sometimes in any industry you cannot quite get on with people, or have challenging circumstances around that. That was ultimately one of the biggest reasons why I didn't play as well as in the previous 5 years. The details are probably not appropriate, but it was a challenging time. North adds, he is a balanced and mature individual now, having gone through those rough periods in his career. He is calm and focused, and that gives you the best foundation to be successful. Alex's progression in the last 3 years has been impressive. He hasn't rushed it, and he just wanted to make sure he was in the right place if this opportunity did come. Azim Rafiq, who played with the Halifax-born Reese throughout age group cricket and into adult professional cricket, believes that his longtime friend absolutely has the right character and temperament. I think he's the sort of person this England team needs, Rafiq says. He is strong-minded and a leader, whether he is a captain or not, and will be happy to speak his mind. He is a really sound batsman. He can bat all day, if he needs to. He can go through the gears, just a solid batsman with a solid technique, but he can hit the ball so hard. Early on his career his nickname used to be Haydos, because of how hard he hits the ball. As a kid he used to bully senior bowlers, just stood there and whacked it. Now living in the Northeast with his wife and 2 small children, Reese is a more mature character and calmer than he was in his younger days, but still as strong-minded as he was then, which some branded as him being difficult and others just saw as him being determined. He would always be happy to tell you if he disagreed with things, Rafiq said. This week, Strauss, the stand-in England director of cricket, said that this new-look squad would provide opportunities for others to step up and show leadership. It looks certain Root won't have a shy, retiring Wallflower as his new opener. This is a man who knows his game and knows his views. Away from cricket, after Rafiq lost his baby son in 2017, Reese was the only Yorkshire player who went to the funeral to support him, a clear demonstration that he is his own man and a decent, empathetic human being. In the midst of a time when Rafiq was being bullied and ostracized in the Yorkshire dressing room, Reese did not go along with the pack, but stood alone in supporting a friend and teammate at his darkest hour. Of course, that will not have any bearing on his ability to succeed in what will be a difficult 3-test series in the Caribbean, but it is a small insight into the character of England's newest opening batsman.